Good evening, race fans. Welcome into what will officially be the midway point of the season for Season 32 of Friday Night RODDCAR, Race 6 of 13 here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. As always, here with my co-commentator up in the booth, Art. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for 80 laps around Daytona in the Gen 6 car. Some real hard pushing going on.
And should be able to see some great runs from these cars. Should be a lot of intense action on track. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and get right into the on-track action. Just right after this race information, it is 80 laps here tonight. 1 lap of qualifying to set the grid. 55% fuel capacity. Estimated fuel run with that is 20 to 24 laps. 3 green-white checkers, with the third being the point of no return. And 1 fast repair as always. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Only 1 lap, so don't have a whole lot of time for error. And currently, Parker White on pole, 48.55. Same thing with Tyler Gary as he goes for a wild ride. Let's go on board with Bobby Zalinski, as he's going to finish up his lap. Underneath the apron, Corey Henry's tracking for a good lap. 2 1/1000ths of a second behind. Bobby Zalinski, pole tentatively, 48.538.
Whoa.
Cozy 2 1/1000ths of a second off. Top 5 separated by 1500ths of a second. These times are coming in hot and heavy. And next across the line will be Joe Swanson in the 71 machine. 23 times set so far. He'll go 19th quickest with just over a minute remaining. Brandon Cruz Montesavias will not have time to complete his lap in the 55 machine. So it's Bobby Zalinski on pole, in the margins ridiculously tight. Steven Maggio, last man to set a timed lap, will go P6. Doucette will come up just a couple of seconds short in his attempt at a qualifying result. 25 currently, all the way back to Wesley Parker.
Scott Warren says time to relearn the quali lines. It does look like, these top guys, all Coke Series, aside from Corey Henry in the top 5, even Rod kind of slow. Like, it looks like there might be some new strategy.
And at
either new or old.
Doucette will come up less than 100 feet short. Agonizingly close here this evening. But he'll have plenty of time to get towards the front. He starts 29th. I imagine he'll be up towards the front of the field pretty quick. 3 top 10s in his first 14 starts, so he knows how to get around here. Someone I'll be watching curiously, let's see, I'll show you when he grids up, is this 00 of, let's see here, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. Tonight is his RODDCAR debut, but he won the LCQ earlier tonight. Technically finished second, but the leader was DQ'd coming to the line for wrecking what was the previous leader in Ryan Doucette. Doucette able to make it in at the last possible moment. But, yeah, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, in effect, your LCQ winner in his first ever RODDCAR LCQ. We'll see if he could somehow...
He's rocking mane and tail.
See if he'll go back-to-back here this evening.
I feel like with a field this strong, it's going to be hard to go from LCQ to race win.
It'll be difficult, but you know what? What a story it would be, huh? but what a stacked top 5 this ends up being. Zielinski, Cozy, Parker White, Corey Henry, Tyler Gary, also in the top 10. Tucker Minter, Martin Jorgensen Jr. That's just in the top 10 alone. 80 laps here this evening.
I was going to say, how many championships are in the top 10?
We could... Jorgensen's got 1. Tyler Gary has 2. Corey Henry has 1, plus a truck tour. Parker White surprisingly doesn't have 1. Cozy with 8. Zielinski, I imagine he'll pick up a couple before his time here is done, but over 10 championships.
10 championships in the top 10.
So that's... and 8 of them are from this man alone. Best broadcast on Twitch, according to Wesley Parker. I'd be inclined to agree with that. We got a returning RODDCAR driver here this evening. Racing Pimentel in the 44 machine. 3 career RODDCAR starts.
Great stat to have.
Listen, I have stats on everyone that ever showed up. So, everyone's got some sort of stat to their name, whether it just be as simple as starts or career top 10s or championships or whatever else. We got stats. What we don't have, which we need to get, is picks to win. Art, who's taking this thing home tonight?
Give me the most obvious, Michael Cozy Jr.
I'm going to pick the outside pole sitter. Go ahead and give me tonight. Oh, man. Give me Ryan Doucette from 29th on the grid as he takes the road course layout. Real quick, right before we go green, we'll empty out the overlays, bring up the championship standings halfway through. Parker White from 4 points over Tyler Gary, Falkingham, Mendez, Christopher Hill, really all the way down to Hunter East. Pretty much within a race. Top 18, back to Gavin Newton, and then all the way down. We'll keep going real quickly all the way down. There has been 61 so far this season to take a green flag here, and tonight we'll add a couple more to that list. But back up front, Bobby Zielinski gets us underway. Green flag is out.
Dylan Dreiling, he's looking 3. He was taking a peek on the outside of that 88 machine of Jorgensen. Big checkup. They almost left room. Just over on the outside. The 010 machine going up to that high line.
Tucker Minter looks like he'll be going back here early. The Gen 6s will have some monster runs here this evening, so it'll be a lot to manage for these guys, and right now, no better place to manage it than Bobby Zielinski out front leading this field. 35 here tonight. Got 34 others right behind him, chasing him here on this first lap. Look out the gearbox. That's Michael Cozy Jr. all the way over him. A little bit of separation there. Zielinski will lead the first lap. Get a little bit better view of it, but 34 others chasing him.
We do have an attempt at 3 wide. Dylan Dreiling, he stuck it out there. He's trying to get around the 76.
Scott Warren, heartbreak last week. There's Rod Flagg dropped to the back. There's a scatter down the back straightaway. Got some decent gaps in this field as everyone tries to figure out where they want to be. Got some guys in the back here. Christopher and Hill, Tucker Minter, they know how to get around this racetrack. So far planned.
We have a happy birthday, Parker White.
Happy birthday, Parker White. Don't know how old he is, but I'm sure he'd love to end up in victory lane, earn a little bit of birthday fun money. So he leads this inside line.
I was giving that a made him my pick to win. That's a little more.
We don't want to jinx him on his birthday, though.
True.
18. Well, how about it for Parker White? Currently being pushed along by Tyler Gary. That inside line getting a little bit of momentum. The top 2 on the top side of the racetrack, a little bit disjointed. Zielinski will come down to side draft a little bit to stunt their momentum. But at the line, Parker White just barely going to miss out on leading the lap. Biggest mover so far here tonight. It's a tie between Wesley Parker, who's up 12 spots since the start. Also, Daniel Falkenham, last season's champion, also up 12 spots. And who is that going through the middle? Right in front of Falkingham, it will be Wesley Parker. Wanting to go forward even more. So now he's plus 14. The two big movers trying to move up through the middle.
I mean, they don't got no help. No momentum. 44 on the outside.
Ooh, Racing Pimentel. They're going to hang on to it. Here comes Travis Brown with a full head of steam getting up to the back bumper of Falkingham. And that middle line has now formed. There's Jonathan Jurgensmeyer right behind them as well. 24 of Hunter East, your Draft Heart 300 winner this year. Just like that, though, they're stalled up by the pack yet again. Stalemated just a little bit. Parker White gets shuffled out on his birthday. That's pretty disrespectful. Car on the wall further back. Scott Warren starts going around.
Caution is out.
Is out. Scott Warren parked through 3 and 4. Try not to get that 76 machine high pointed on the embankment, but I think he'll be okay to continue. Let's take a look at
what starts back here. It's a checkup with Racing Pimentel. I don't know who the actual checkup starts with, but that's where the wreck is.
So we'll check the initial checkup. It might be because Parker White coming up off the nose of Tyler Gary right in that first position. Kind of gets everybody out of shape, and then really our whole entire high line. Because there's a little bit of a gap between Dylan Dreiling and Pimentel, so 44 pulls up to the back bumper. Half the lift, AJ Green lifts. But you can see there, right? It's almost kind of specifically Christopher Hill, Jorgensen, maybe the third car, fourth car in line, maybe. And then AJ Green into the back of the 44, Scott Warren into the back of him, and then let's see here, Scott Warren, unfortunately, then tries to avoid the car on the wall, and Pimentel comes down, gets himself turned off the nose of Wesley Parker. Josh Stoltz finishes him off. But no big damage for anyone involved. So everyone should be able to continue.
Jacob Dunn going to stay out, lead himself a lap.
Get a bonus point. Why
not? Rod wanted to.
Rod always wants to, but not always able to.
I actually got told excellent playback.
Well, there you go.
You're gonna remember that forever. I did a good job.
I did.
We still bring up one compliment we both got during race. 3 years ago almost?
Yeah, where we were told that's how you draft at Daytona.
It was picture perfect drafting
by the Williams brothers.
Tyler Gary or not? Harry Tiller hit the cone.
Oh boy.
Corbin was here, he'd be furious.
Yeah, Harry Tiller, I mean, that man has been oh so close so many times. 101 career starts, 37 top 10s, numerous runner-up finishes. But has not parked that 169 machine in victory lane yet. He has also been very impressive. Steven Maggio has made his first 3 career RODDCAR starts this season and has picked up 2 top 10s in those 3 starts. So he's looked very impressive in the early going of his RODDCAR career. So he says, just trying to get people to know who I am and know what I'm about, get some drafting help, and say with continued good runs, I don't think you'll have a problem with that. We should see your top 2 coming in Rod Flag says, absolutely not. I am getting that bonus point.
Yeah, that bonus point to Rod is just the most valuable thing. He will get one every single race.
I'm telling you, a Rod Flag win would literally feed families. Like, that would cure a whole lot of stuff.
I don't know. I'm not sure what it would cure, but it would definitely be the highlight of my night. Cure my depression. Give me a Rod Flag victory.
The lights are off
One
on
for the
top of the
boys.
pace car. First caution coming out on lap 5. Everyone able to continue. Tell you what, I do actually, real quick, while we're pacing, I do want to go back and actually get the onboard from Stoltz, just because I thought it would be an interesting onboard for his point. One more thing we can add. And Stoltz still running in the 28th position. Let's take a quick look at what happened. Back this up just a little bit. There we go. See the checkup on the high line. 76 going to come down. Turned off a Wesley Barker right in front of Stoltz, the other man involved. Take a wild ride through the turn 3 grass. But all 35 cars still running. And on the lead lap, Scott Warren just double checking, make sure all his repairs are good. But he'll need to get moving in a hurry. To avoid going one lap down. I do not think that'll be possible, though. They're coming out of turn. Let's see here. Oh, he didn't. Alright, well that's why he's back on pit road. He blew his engine coming off of pit road.
What?
Yes, sir. We just saw it, but now we're back up to green flag racing. Rod Flag out in front. So
He is definitely pulling down here at the moment.
there you go.
He does not like being touched like that.
Do not touch me. I got my bonus point. Leave me alone. And Harry Tiller to the point at Daytona. Tyler Gary, Stephen Maggio all tucked up tight on that high line. First man on the low line will be Michael Cozy Jr. That's Travis Brown all by himself through the middle.
What shocked me? He's got help now. 77 machine.
Ryan Doucette behind him.
Them big side drafts, that wing is going to pull him forward. Checkers on the outside.
Yeah, they're making a little bit of headway. They got Jaden Carter behind them now as well. Terry Tiller was looking to pull down just a little bit. Maggio thinking about it, but they will stay tucked up now. Gary does move to the inside. And he'll get a big push from Michael Cozy Jr. The top two are clear. Tiller having to get reconnected with that 81. A big run for the inside. And just like that, they'll switch up to the top, dryling back down to the bottom. Travis Brown still 3 wide middle. There's contact there through the trioval with that 44 Pimentel.
Berger White leading that line on the bottom. He's trying to go up and get his bonus point.
Jorgensen Jr. in that 88 Amp Energy. That's a throwback. They got a good connection on the bottom, but a great connection up top as well between Gary and Cozy. It's all about when you can time your pushes. You want to be connected when the others around you are not. Look at that push from that 88. 26 coming down to side draft, a little squirrely off of 4. Momentum will switch back to the outside as the bottom two become disconnected.
That's some really aggressive side draft in there from Gary to maintain his lead.
Now that 95 and 88 will have to claw back that ground. 3 car lengths, essentially, to gain. Really aggressive pushing about Dylan Dryland taking a peek through the middle outside of Gabriel Dahari. And here comes that middle line for the first time tonight. peeking inside the top 10. Michael P. Frisch returning from suspension. And there's going to be trouble behind. Big trouble behind. Go Perry into the wall twice. And how on earth, as there's a shower of sparks, did they save those race cars? Oh my goodness. In what world did they not wreck? Back up front. How in the world? No, Perry bounced off the wall twice. Scott Warren, he did obviously have the fast repair checked. He just had to wait on the towing back to pit road, so he's back out. New engine in that car. And it almost looked like some sort of technical failure because Scott Warren's not going to just forget to shift. It almost looked like it wouldn't get stuck in gear, but Field catches him on the exit of 4. He'll drop below the apron.
Shout out to Perry not killing the Field. And the Field not dying with him.
I mean, that is absolutely insane. And now we have 3 wide, but we got a third lane all the way up against the wall. That's trying to get some momentum. Steven Maggio leading that with AJ Green behind him. AJ Green, it must be said, in a very unique paint scheme.
Probably my favorite so far tonight that I've seen.
Fallout paint scheme. Very, very good.
Parker White's working real hard to try and get to the front and lead a lap, but that outside line is just...
So literally 30 seconds ago, we're seeing all that outside line trying to get that momentum built up with Maggio, and then they all jump up to the high side anyways. So now it's the bottom 2 lanes that have to work on getting that momentum back, but then you'll see some guys drop down to the bottom to pick up those lanes. Must be said, a couple guys had to come in for stops there. Jurgensmeyer, I think DJ Smith and Mo Perry was another. After that incident that somehow did not bring out a caution a couple of laps ago. Now we're back to 2x2. We have 28 cars in the main pack. Back to James Mendez in the 92. Race and Pimentel are side by side. So 29 in the lead pack. Back to Scott Warren. It doesn't matter. Caution out. Big wreck through the tri-oval.
What happened?
Jorgensen, Travis Brown, others involved. Joe Swanson, I believe. Second caution of the night.
Ooh,
Lap 16.
It does, in fact, start with Jorgensen.
Let's take a look here. Right up in front of Gabriel Dahari. Let's back this up. Coming through the tri-oval.
He gets slammed by Dahari.
Yeah, Dahari just gets him all bent out of shape, hits him in the right rear, turns at 88 around, overcorrects. Not really anything he could have done. It wasn't an overcorrection. He just had no chance to save that car. Back up in front of the field. And that collects Dahari, Travis Brown, Jacob Dunn.
It looks like Dahari, he wanted to shoot the middle. He just went... I don't really think he goes late. I think he misjudged it because Jorgensen's also coming up off the yellow.
We got... what happened here with Kevin Spencer? He'll have a great view of this. I'll tell you, another person that has a fantastic view of this is Christopher M. Hill. Watch this. Oh, just needed it a second further back, but here you go. Hello. And he just barely collects Joe Swanson. That's it. And then even with Joe Swanson, he doesn't hit anything. So you think you're good, You just barely get clipped. Looking that wheel all the way, locking it down. On board here with Mark Jorgensen Jr. Just all of a sudden, Goes around in front of the field, worst thing you could possibly see.
I believe Mendez is the car staying out this time. Yeah, Mendez wants to get his lap led.
Over Travis Brown, and I mean, there was absolutely nothing he could have done. I mean, you see the steering immediately broken on this 01 machine. Steering wheel not responsive at all. Some other points of view further back in this field. Wesley Parker should have a good one as well for us. I mean, yeah, look at the right front there on the 01 as Parker goes by. Absolutely destroyed. One more look at it. Kind of an eye in the sky. And Morgan Lilly, and all of the excitement of the opening 16 laps, also making their RODDCAR debut, making it through that wreck. So we got 2 new RODDCAR rookies tonight, a couple of returning drivers, and yeah, that's your field. Good news for Scott Warren, he's able to get one of his 2 laps back. And James Mendez, like you said, stayed out on the racetrack as we head into the twilight. We've already been there, essentially, but we will make note of it. So we're going from day to night, dusk to night, whatever you want to call it. Lights are off on top of the pace car. We'll be getting back underway here on lap 20. And everyone able to make it before the pace car. So 34 cars on the lead lap. Scott Warren 1 lap down. And we get back underway. Scheduling note for the season. As of now, the RODDCAR race on June 21st has been canceled due to a scheduling conflict. So season 32 is reduced to 13 races instead of the originally scheduled 14. The amount of drop weeks will remain the same. So 3 drop weeks and a 13 season race. Essentially, the person with the most points at the end of 10 races will be your champion.
Who's it conflict with?
Rod.
Dang.
It ain't us. You don't got no life.
Missing my birthday race. 3 days after my birthday race. Bachelor party?
Hey, how about that?
I mean, that's somewhat acceptable.
You're gonna have a good time.
It should be yours, Ron. Although I don't know your life. Maybe it does.
No, he had to follow it up, not mine. Get Mrs. Flag involved with Ron would be pretty good. $35 cars still out on the racetrack. Here we go. James Mendez. Man did not hit fuel on that caution. Pace car is off through the Geico restart zone, and we're back underway. Maggio did not get going. A massive checkup through the back half of this field. I don't know if Maggio was kind of caught off guard there because Harry Tiller was warming his tires all the way up until the green flag. So it might have caught that 81 out just a tiny bit. That's going to scatter this field.
I think it's a little more than just the 81. It is.
There's a lot of people that were a little caught off guard there. James Mendez was dropping below the apron to go back, but he did all the way back to 12th.
Hey, fuel save there.
As we have a little second pack further back. trying to morph in with the rest of the field, get back in the lead draft. They should be able to do so easily. East and Josh Stoltz, nice little two-car tandem.
Max, when are you gonna let your wife call a race? You say let Mrs. Flag get in on RODDCAR, you know?
Yep. Ooh, that could be trouble down the back straightaway. Corey Henry, Frisch, and AJ Green. A little bit bent out of shape there. Dryling through the middle. No
that felt like a little more than a little bit. That was a lot of bit out of shape.
They were bent out of shape, but bent a little bit. I don't know. They were out of control temporarily down the back straightaway, but they saved it. We stay green. Cozy leads at the line. Already a quarter of this race has gone. 2 cautions in the opening laps. Jaden Carter leads the inside line. And how about we crank it up for the first time here tonight, live on YJ Media.
They're dying.
Trouble through turn number 1. We saw Dylan Dryling. That was actually not Dryling involved in that. It was, I believe, Bobby Zielinski, a whole host of others.
Oh, AJ Green. It was Dylan. Dylan Dryling was the one who was in the process of turning AJ Green, but...
So let's see, third yellow of the evening, lap 24. And we're on board there with Tucker Minter through the Crank It Up. He was having a heck of a run through the field, all over the back of Dylan Dryling. Let's see here with Dryling whether he came up or AJ Green came down to kickstart our third caution of the evening. He had just left the tri-oval. Minter's going to make a move to the bottom, was overheating most likely. And it just looks like Dryling just comes up ever so slightly. Maybe AJ Green comes down ever so slightly. I mean, that is as close as it gets to being a race incident. Either way, it turns AJ Green down in front of Tucker Minter, Christopher Hill, back up the racetrack into Hunter East, Zielinski, Swanson, Stoltz, Harry Tiller nowhere to go, Mendez, Falkingham, Jacob Roth, Rod Flag, Dean Clavitt involved. That's a lot going on. Let's go on board with Dean Clavitt. Hard hits there for this 56 machine. DJ Smith's going to have a good view of this. Just crank it down to the left. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer involved. There's Swanson. Looks like Morgan Lilly, Travis Brown, and DJ Smith were able to escape through the grass. that was a pretty significant incident involving a lot of good cars.
Yes, I can't believe Rod has us working through a potentially, I'm not going to say once in a lifetime event, but like, this is a massive aurora going on right now.
For you, maybe. I got nothing. I have nothing.
And it's still a maybe that I would even be able to see it here.
Just go take a look outside. It's a caution. Go look outside.
I don't want to.
Just, all right, then don't complain about working.
I'm going to complain. I always complain. That's like my thing. And I think it's like at its peak around 1 a.m. So, see, I could be driving north to actually see it. Get an actual good view.
Whatever.
Hey, if you drove to Atlanta, you'd see it.
I'm not going to Atlanta.
But you love the Braves.
Only when we win.
Isn't that a lot recently?
Yeah, usually not in the postseason. When it matters the most.
Oh, they're winning right now. Y'all have a World Series in the last 3 years, so.
We're playing the Mets, of course we're winning. It's the Mets. With that caution, everyone would have been on the lead lap, except for the guys with massive damage that are electing to repair it. So Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. I think it sounds like it would be Jurgen. You can also say Jurgen, but I think it's Jurgensmeyer. Gonna go a lap down. So 34 back on the lead lap again. And now instead of Scott Warren, it's the 00 making his debut. That will be a lap down. Still plenty of time for him to get that back. Sold out crowd here tonight. The Daytona International Superspeedway. This is what they're seeing. Under yellow as Tyler Gary leads this race with Michael Cozy Jr. on the front row with him. Looks like we've got a 3-car draft trying to even catch up to the pack. But I do think all 34 cars should be able to catch the field. Racing.
It might be close.
There's a lot in the bank that are trying to catch up. But they should be fine. Yeah, they're entering 3.
Yeah,
so the only man we're missing is this 00 who's just now back underway. 1 lap down, and they're able to fix the front bumper. So good work by the 00 crew. And his problem, though, will be he will not catch the field before they get going. So he'll have no drafting help. Still some damage on that car. And he can go 2 laps down just like that. We'll see, though. Unknowns as pace car is off. Tyler Gary leads the outside line. Michael Cozy Jr. on the inside. And back underway.
For the first time, we've been called cuties.
Isn't that an orange product? With the baby oranges?
Are they not mandarins?
With all 34, we're able to get back to the pack. How much damage they may or may not have remains to be seen, but I think that is Josh Stoltz that has still got some damage to be worked out, and he's dropping off ever so slightly.
Cuties are in fact mandarin oranges.
Fair enough.
Both right.
Don't you love being right?
Always.
Cozy and Corey Henry going to come up and cover off that high line. And how about Pompey Zielinski? Driving almost a modified. And he's all the way up in the 13th position.
And he's trying to make moves. Got Falkingham going with him.
That thing is moving for how damaged it is. Take another closer observation. There's no front clip. The cooling capabilities are immediate in this car.
You get him lined up behind somebody.
Just have him shove. Leslie Parker, no help through the middle. He'll be dropping back a tad bit, but it looks like Cozy and company are coming down. Leslie Parker's a little drafting help, and just like that, though, they're back up to the top. So in all of that, James Mendez, Stoltz not able to keep up with the lead pack. I mean, really hit us with the hee-hee.
It's like Shelby's and Chet again.
But Tyler Gary through the middle. Aggressive move. Jorgensen on the bottom. 3x3 for the race lead for the first time here tonight. Lap 30. Coming off of turn number 4. Gary and Falkingham not really connected. Cozy would have won that drag race to the line. Inside line fades a little bit, but then Gary and Falkingham come down, so the middle loses a little bit of their momentum. Now led by Doucette, Maggio, Parker, Tiller, Dreiling, and AJ Green. There's no givens, because just like that, the bottom line also gets disconnected just a tad bit. The middle's trying to roar back. And the outside
Middle's not
line,
able to go nowhere.
outside line got 6 cars clear. Gary and Cozy have been a tough combination to crack up. But look at this 2-car tandem. They almost have half a car length separation between themselves and Corey Henry even. So 26 and 99 looking very comfortable tonight.
I think it also has to do with how these cars treat. If you're able to get up there and establish that top line, going to be almost impossible to beat. You would have to have like every car drop down from behind you.
Which isn't unheard of. The Gen 6 does generate some pretty nasty runs. I mean, this thing going into turn number 3, 202 miles an hour. So you will have a head of steam if you got some good pushers. And here, look at this. Dr.
We're talking about good pushers.
Yeah, they're going to come down, though. You see that? Oh, man. That was close. It's still close. What they were doing, if anyone was unaware, that 010 and the 11 shot out of a cannon. Gary and Cozy saw it. They came down to enact a side draft, get really close to that door, and kind of drag them back a little bit. Manipulate the air on the side of their car. The 010 Minter going up to block. But they saw that momentum, and they were trying to stop it, so that's why they come down and really try and squeeze them. Cars on the inside. Drag them back a little bit and slow their momentum. And it worked, because they were flying, and now they're stuck even.
Yeah, now you've got Alta's controlling you. Ooh, no, because Tyler Gary is just locked on that bumper. Oh, we got a caution.
Problems further back, and I think they were actually able to all save it. It looked like almost a guaranteed crash. But, Tower threw it.
Ooh, it's because it wasn't Tower. It naturally came out because Tiller.
Yeah, but then he got bounced off. He kept going right way, though.
He was pulling sideways.
Yeah, so that's not even... Yeah, that's not interesting to do with this thing. Let's take a quick look here.
I was excited to see what was going to happen there. Because Gary, he was shoving him out front. He wanted to get him off his nose and make him, make a decision.
So it looks like... That's a weird one, because he's getting pushed. It looks pretty even, but he's drifting up, and then he kind of just gets that last push, so he comes up into AJ Green, and obviously nowhere to go, and he'll end up getting turned across the nose. But literally, over 90 degrees sideways. Look at this. How did he ends up getting back pointed the right way? I don't know. Like, let's see. Right there, it's over. I mean, how does he... I'm surprised they didn't get stuck together for longer. Just all of a sudden, just right back. There you go. Boop. And Clavitt takes a stroll through the grass. Travis Brown does as well. Good news for the 00. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer on the lead lap when he gets caught up. Everyone going to stay out. They're come in except for Steven Maggio. We'll get a bonus point. What happened here to the 88 coming into his... Did he just... What? I think he just locked it up and kind of got it at an odd angle. Interesting. He'll still come out 10th, 9th potentially if Maggio gives up the lead here.
All right, Max, it's prediction time.
Prediction time.
Prediction time.
Okay.
Game has just started.
All right.
Oakland, Seattle. Baseball.
Oakland Athletics versus Seattle Mariners.
Yes.
Give me the Oakland A's 6-3 over the Seattle Mariners.
6-3.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what you say concerning this Rod's team.
Yeah. A's been like streaky good. Though. They kind of pants the Yankees last week, so I don't know. Well,
They're 18-21. Mariners 20-18.
It's weird when I say that they're streaky good and they're 18-20, but it feels like they'd actually been doing better. But I guess by their standards, that's a heck of a season so far. Let's go.
Rod, Mariners by 50.
By 50. Let's go talk to Mark Jorgensen Jr. He's always a great interview. Here with Pit 3, Jacob Dunn, Mark Jorgensen Jr. in this 88 machine. Started 10th. That's where you currently run. What have you been seeing out there in these first 35 laps?
A lot of sucking. Guys suck. I mean, what car do we not suck in? You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, man, it's all for good fun. You know, the aggressive pushing. You know, that's like I was telling Jacob. You know, when you get pushed, these cars are a handful. But it seems like when you're doing the pushing, it's not as bad. But yeah, for the most part, just a lot of sucking.
Side sucking, general sucking, you know, the usual.
Oh yeah, man, all the sucking.
Right. But all
hopefully tonight after the race, I'll be getting sucked.
But most important thing, that 88's been headed in the right direction for the most part tonight. I'll get all the fenders on it, and you're inside the top 10 here as we near the halfway point of this race.
Oh, fuck, I'm almost halfway. We still got a couple laps.
Yeah.
I already had to use my reset, so, you know, there's that. So we're just going to race hard. Fucking if we end up in the catch fence, it is what it is. How's Jacob's car looking? Did he get off his damage fix?
Let's see here.
We're driving good, man.
Driving good back in the 16th position.
Hell yeah.
Got a bonus point to boot earlier, so you're sitting pretty.
Yeah, man, I want to go ahead and get it out of the way.
Might as well. All right, fellas. Well, good luck the rest of the way. Come back here to the restart.
All right, thanks, Max.
Thanks, man.
A lot of sucking is what Mark Jorgensen Jr. is seeing. So
A lot of what?
And I quote, a lot of sucking. That is a direct quote from the driver of the 88 machine. He's the best interview we've ever had. I mean, it is, you never know. Jacob Dunn, on the other hand, we're driving good. Just nice and informative report. But it's all good. All 35 cars on the lead lap as we approach the halfway point. Zelensky still ain't got no front clip on, but he's still trucking. Pace car is off. Cozy, Gary front row. Cozy the control car, and we're back underway.
I'm going to go on a limb and say, unless Zelensky's able to get in front, he's not winning. He could, but not likely.
Crazier things have happened. Yeah, I gotta go find that broadcast now. It's about time for a rewatch.
You only need the last 30 seconds.
Never mind, I'm not gonna go there.
So we got Dale.
Man. we got the 26 being pushed by the 36 on that high side. Gabriel Dahari. I mean, he is always up towards the front. I mean, he only has 4 career starts, has picked up a top 10 in one of them, and has been near the front in the other 3, and just haven't had the results go his way. Morgan Lilly in their debut.
In the same car all the time. Just black and yellow.
Very consistent. No paint schemes, no sponsors, just 5s.
Hit them up, slap up YJ logo on it. Black and yellow fits perfect.
Mm-hmm. Our guys, our people get in touch
We don't got people.
with. It's us, our people, me and you. We'll get in touch with him, his people.
We'll send them to Mo Perry Designs. Perry Paints.
Parker trying to make some headway through the middle. It's going to take... We've seen the middle have very brief, isolated success. It's going to take a combined effort, and that's not going to be what we're talking about. Caution is out. That is definitely not how the middle is going to work. And we're wrecking after the caution. No Perry involved with Parker White.
Taylor Gary, what are you doing?
And that just wasn't gonna work, folks. That had no chance of success. Let's take a look at it. I mean, that's just rough. But Gary leading the bottom. Wesley Parker getting a big shove from Parker White. Comes up in front of that 22, and it was never in sync.
I think that's also one of the few times I've seen Parker White lose a car.
Let's take a look at this here. Not getting a whole lot of help from Jaden Carter. Going to try and go up and get this push from the 22, but it's a little late. And then the 22 gets him just a tad bit off center in the right rear. And he gets him sent down to Jaden Carter and chain reaction. How about Michael P. Frisch, though?
He just said Hinchette. Seas parted.
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely. That was the first thing I noticed outside, outside of the massive wreck. It was just this man going right through the middle. I mean, that was incredible. Watch this. Oh my goodness. See you later. I had to give a little, check the steering wheel to make sure that was real life, but. So, are we good? We actually made it through this? Whoa, we're good? Good, checking out? Alright, all 4 wheels. We're good. One more look. I mean, this is incredible. Alright, quarter speed one more time.
That's like your race win.
You don't have to be so rude about it. Look at this. You see Gary going down, then back up. Gets hooked off Wesley Parker. Up into Dylan Dreiling. Jorgensen.
What is Parker White doing?
I mean, that is good stuff right there. And Parker White. He just got shoved down into him straight up. But then we'll just take a look back, eye in the sky. I mean, where are you going to go? There's nowhere to go.
You need to go look at the sequence of events that just happened on pit road with Parker White. I'm sorry.
All right. But then we got Dreiling, Jorgensen, Parker White, Jaden Carter. And then after this, it was Perry getting tagged a little bit. You said Parker White?
Yeah, on pit road.
Okay. Alright, let's back this up for the 95. And he's coming in. We'll go just nice standard farch. I'll do chase. What in the world? That's actually not the first time that's happened. We saw Jorgensen kind of stomp on the brakes, and he kind of went right.
It was that plus like all the effort to just get back in his box.
He's working. He's fighting the wheel, and he's stuck on the wall. That was funny. That was good. Yeah, that man was fighting so hard, and then he got stuck. on the inside wall. Man. Okay. Good times. It looks like Corey Henry will be your race leader when we get that going. We are now past the halfway point. Let's go to pit 2. They got a good group of guys in there. Hello,
Mike.
Hello.
Hey,
Ian Clavitt, Jacob Roth, Josh Stoltz, Mo Perry, Rayson Pimentel, and Rod Flag, pit 2. How we doing?
You didn't say my name.
It was assumed Dean
heck?
Clavitt was pit 2. Nah, I can't forget about you, Dean. But how's it going?
Mediocre at best.
Mo, you wrecked under caution. That's how you got clipped there.
I didn't actually get clipped. I just was trying to not hit Parker and also not hit who's in the 3? Jacob Dunn.
Valid.
Yeah. It was a noble sacrifice on my part. Those tires served me very well.
Just drive through them next time.
But then I'm gonna die and he's gonna die. Then we're both gonna be screwed.
Well, if you drive through him, you have a less chance of you dying.
I don't see how that works, but I guess
Hit him in
it's
the right
off.
spot.
Yeah, if you're the one doing the hitting, like, you can control it. Like, you just hit him in a bad spot, but I don't know. You don't hit yourself.
Yeah,
in a
for
bad
example,
spot.
right now I could pit maneuver race him. I'm not going to, but I could.
Also, real quick, Dean, why are you talking about? Oh man, pit with me. You're right behind me.
I
wanted to be in the back.
I'm looking for the Mo Perry Dean Clavitt connection here on this restart. So.
you better be looking at it going backwards, not forwards.
Come on, where's the confidence, fellas?
I'm looking to park my vehicle right here.
Fair enough. Well,
I got no fast repair, so
oh, well, halfway through, you got another half to survive. Good luck, fellas.
thank you.
Gaming.
Mac.
All right, back for the restart. Pace car was off. We got a Corey Henry, Gabriel Dahari. Look at the inside line, by the way. I mean, that is outrageous.
Should just say look at the outside and the lack of people in it. Where did Corey Henry go on that restart? The man got such a jump. I'm surprised they didn't just drive through him.
So with that last restart, or that last caution, Wesley Parker, big damage on pit road, and we lost Mark Jorgensen Jr., and I just feel like every time I interview him, something drastically bad happens to him soon after. We just said, oh, he didn't have a fast repair, and then he got caught up in that wreck, and I guess the damage was too much to continue. This field is...
It's going to get worse, because they are 3 wide, but it's only 2 cars pushing each other in those lines. I mean, now they have help, but...
So we have
So
our
let's get right
first...
over here.
Yeah, we got our first victim of the night. It is Mark Jorgensen Jr. My apologies on the jinx, sir.
I really, I want Parker White to get a podium.
On his birthday.
I just...
Yeah.
Not because of that, alright? I just want to know what happened with Barrow.
Dahari getting shipped through the middle from Parker. White was able to hang on to it. Field back together now. Leads from Cozy. Falkingham making a move to the inside. Going to pick up Jacob Dunn. Does not have the help. Going to go up, try and side draft. Dunn finally arriving to his back bumper. Kevin Spencer getting up there. Plus 25 in the 96 machine. 122 starts before the night. It would be one more pit stop if we could actually get a full fuel run in. And everyone pitted at 40-ish, 40, 41. So there you go, 24-ish laps, maybe. Stop of the night, but at least have to make it to lap 60. Consider the possibility. 33 cars on track and on the lead lap. Wesley Parker, all by his lonesome. Multiple laps down for all intents and purposes at this point out of the race.
Ooh, Mendez got blocked there in the middle, not able to go forward. There's going to be a lot of momentum on that inside
You
line.
just see him kind of squirming around there.
A lot of energy that went nowhere. Surprised they were able to keep it straight.
Only one man not in the lead draft is Racing Pimentel. Back up front, margins are ultra fine.
Oh, the 81, and I believe that's Scott Warren.
Back up through the field. It's the second time Scott Warren has gone around through the infield grass. And let's take a look at what happened.
I mean, it looks like Scott Warren was trying to get away from it. They went out and got him.
Man has the magnet tonight. That's what it looks like. But here we go. With this 76 machine, I think it was just a really bad checkup. And it's actually due set. If you just look very closely here, quarter speed. Checkup on the bottom, the 81. Scott Warren trying to get out of the way. The Doucette gets the 81 in the right rear. That sends him down into Scott Warren. Back up the racetrack. Gabriel Dahari, AJ Green, Bobby Zielinski, Tyler Gary all involved.
Parker White said, go to my onboard.
All right.
See, look, he saved that one. He didn't save the one from earlier. So, like I said, that was like the one time I've ever seen Parker White actually lose a car.
Let's take a look here. We'll go on board with the driver of the 95. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Yeah, Michael P. Frisch trying to one-up each other for onboard shots tonight.
Man had them hands moving.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's take a look. Yeah, Frisch didn't have to save it. I mean, Frisch literally just drove straight through it. Did he get hit? Is that why the hands were going crazy? What was the contact here? What did he end up saving it from? So he's going to come down to avoid the chaos and just get into Doucette a little bit. And that thing is slideways. And he actually maintains his position. He comes out ahead of the 81 and the 487. He kept going. How about that? Honestly, at this point, there's really not a reason to pit until lap 60. You could make it to 60. I'd just stay out for track position at this point.
I mean, do you really want track position?
Well, what's the point though, right? Because you're pitting again anyways. I honestly think at this point, you just skip the track position. I don't know. Oh, interesting. But Rod Flag staying out, so we got two drivers. I think this is a track position move because they can make it to lap 60 and then pit from there for their final stop. So they don't really have anything to lose. Coming in on 30 laps to go on the restart. Back underway on lap 51, 30 to go. Must be said, Wesley Parker, he spent 8 minutes on pit road, then came back out, and now right back down to pit road. And trying to roll, I'm not sure. But several laps down at this point, we'll need a heck of a lot of chaos if he wants to even get back on the lead lap.
We've got a Let's Kevin and Let's Go Kevin.
Got some Kevin Spencer fans in chat. Wesley Parker, 6 laps down. I mean, it's not unheard of. I would really not like 6 cautions in the final 30 laps. That's just me.
Yeah, but you're gonna get them.
Kevin Spencer would be a popular win. Tonight, his 123rd start in the top 2. I thought they were going to stay out for track position because they still have to make another pit stop anyways, but that is not the case. Can Morgan Lilly win on their RODDCAR debut? Can Jonathan Jurgensmeyer win on their debut?
Have we seen a debut winner?
We had somebody win on their second career start a couple of seasons ago, but I don't know.
I think I remember that person.
It was the Daytona race that got super spread out on green flag pit stops, and there was like a 5-car race at the end, and they wrecked, and he got the win. I vividly remember the finish. I cannot remember the person's name. My apologies.
We are.
I believe it
awful.
was... season 30, I think. Or 29, maybe, when Zwack won his championship. I'm not sure. One of the two. But here we go. 30 laps to go on the restart. You know, Falkingham started 27th here tonight and is now finally in the lead of the race. I picked Ryan Doucette. Who'd you pick?
Michael Cozy Jr. Mr. 8-time.
My pick's in 28th. I want to refund.
Pick another one.
We don't do that. We're not allowed
Pick
to.
another one.
No. All right, I repick. My pick is Ryan Doucette. We don't change
doubling
picks.
down.
We do not change.
Hey, I'm giving you leeway because I know my man's gonna win it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't feel comfortable saying Michael Cozy Jr.
You see,
is my
that's
man.
just the jinx now. What is Travis Brown doing?
What?
Interesting.
He's the pace car.
He's acting like it. Back underway. 30 to go. Another big checkup. Everyone survives for now.
So you could have repicked.
Gabriel Dahari's car looks I mean, that don't look too good. No, it does not. Oh my goodness. That thing is struggling. So we got some guys. Wesley Parker needs 6 cautions. We got other guys with damage that would, love some more to fix damage. So I don't think we're done wrecking yet. How about Jacob Roth pulling down to lead the inside line?
I think he really wanted to lead the inside line. I think he wanted some help. Corey Henry didn't go with him.
The problem when you're making that move from top to bottom, you're hoping the guy behind you will come with you and take that run. Because if not, then you're pulling top to bottom and you have to wait on the guy you're cutting off to get to your back bumper. Help is not seamless. Especially at the end of the race, you need everything to be seamless, symmetrical. You're going to have to move as a group. You can't just wait on a run. You need to have the momentum going forward and not falling back. I think we're seeing almost a vintage Michael Cozy Jr. tonight. Surprisingly, he's gotten off to a pretty rough start this season. Not a championship contender. He needs a provisional to get in tonight. He's just had some rotten luck, but I think he is very comfortable. He's had track position all night and has been making the right moves, so I think this is more likely we're used to see from the 99 machine. We've had, comers and goers. We had Tucker Minner up at one point. Doucette was up here. Gary has been up here most of the night. But I think Cozy has been like the one constant most of the evening. Whether he's leading a line or... most of the night so far he's been comfortable just sitting in second. Pushing whoever it would be right in front of him. But it is your race leader, Daniel Falkingham. That is the biggest mover. Plus 26 on the night. Your defending champion. We go back to back. It's not out of the realm of possibility halfway through the season.
Hey, I gave you the chance to make a repick. You didn't take it.
It must be said. So, officially, we have an odd number of races, so we can't divide it up evenly. Lap 41 of tonight's race was the exact midway point of the season. So we're now into the second half of the season. Got a little bit of 3-wide action mid-pack. Here comes Parker White with Zielinski, who's finally got a front clip on that 118 machine. Jaden Carter and Harry Tiller also there, 4 cars. Right in that mid-pack. We'll see if anyone drops down to pick them up. I don't think we'll be seeing it. But Zielinski trying to get to the back bumper. You just see they just lose a little bit momentum towards the end of the straightaway. The run kind of, you know, just fades. It's harder to maintain that momentum. They are sitting here in 10th, so they're not too far out of the equation. You see that 118's trying to give them a nice shove, but compared to those around them, they're still headed in the wrong direction.
I wish I could ban our own account from our chat.
Corbin, get off the wide. Why'd we let him have access to that?
The man is spreading Kyle Busch slander.
Yeah, he drives a bow tie now. He's good people.
Man's going full Toyota bad.
Them cheating Yoders. But you can just see kind of the ebbs and flows through this middle. They make up some headway, and then through the corners they lose a little bit. They gain it back, and it's just the ebb and flow, the accordion effect, whatever you want to call it. It's very hard to be consistently, make consistent progress through that middle. At least at Daytona, where you're most likely to get side drafted on both sides. Dahari goes a lap down. Maggio now leads through the middle. Because Talladega, there's a lot more room, especially early on in the race, as Tyler Gary's coming up to lead the middle. So now that bottom line's going to have to get reorganized just a tad bit. But at Talladega, you could go 3 wide easily, 4 wide is pushing it. You could even go 5 wide if you really wanted to at times. So you're less likely to get side drafted at 3 wide at Dega, so you have more, you're able to make some more momentum, more moves. Daytona a little bit more compact, so.
I'm surprised by Gary still going up and, blocking runs from that, either bottom line or middle line, picking which one is faster. He's already got turn 1's doing it.
And there was a little bit of animosity aimed towards that 26 last week. Scott Warren not happy with the way that race ended, so we'll see if they get together at the end of this thing, how that will play out. Scott Warren has had his own troubles tonight, but is trying to rebound inside the top 20 yet again. 76 actually looks okay, but he's had 2 wild rides through the infield grass. But pre-race comments on social media said he was going to push Tyler Gary to the win. Don't even need to. That was obvious sarcasm for anyone that might have missed what happened last week. We're getting down to the business end of this race. The final fuel window is open.
Corbin, change your account so you count as a view. Trying to view bot up in and
Cozy have been consistent on that high line. That bottom lane has had several different guys make progress, but you see the second they even get close, that top line comes down to side draft. Anytime they get any sort of momentum, they will come down, side draft, manipulate the air, drag that inside line back, and restore their advantage. Gary can move to the middle to pick up Zielinski. Squirrely off the 118, hangs on to it for now. Laps to go at the World Center Racing Daytona International Speedway. Let's go on board here with Jacob Dunn. through the eyes of the Three Machine at Daytona. Under the lights. Just see how hard it is. See the momentum, the runs. Switching lanes, all within a couple of seconds of each other.
We got another let's go, Kev.
Kevin Spencer got some fans here tonight. Kevin Spencer also needs a caution, as he has lost the lead draft. 19 laps to go. Zielinski all out of shape on the bottom. And that will allow Travis Brown. Haven't said his name a lot tonight. He is now leading this inside line. It's disjointed, but he is still leading it inside of the top 10. And for his 6th career RODDCAR win.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of energy coming behind him.
A lot of energy through the middle all of a sudden. Oh, we got Doucette under the wall. Could be a broken toe link for that 77. He's immediately coming down to pit road. Sparks are flying off that 77. Does look like a toe link problem.
Ooh, we've got the 26th round. Tyler Gary.
Yellow is out. Parked through the tri-oval grass. Let's take a look at what happened.
Ooh, it starts with like the 81. I mean, it starts before the 81, but the 81 gets turned.
Steven Maggio. He got the caution. He put himself on the wall almost. And horrible netcode's going to get that 81 sent around. It wasn't even close. Just turns him. Not going to hit anything. He might have even met pit road speed there, honestly. So that gets him around, and then Tyler Gary, kind of the secondary rep as a result. Big checkups. AJ Green just barely going to catch him in the right rear, send him back up the racetrack. Dylan Dreiling comes in there a little bit late. Mendez puts it in the wall. Dreiling catches a small piece of Scott Warren, and that will allow everyone to pit and make it to the end. So everybody should be in this time. Absolutely everybody first to 34th.
33rd.
Wesley Parker's still going.
Yeah, but he's
probably resigned at 34th, but I mean, you might as well come in and, be good on fuel.
At least Ahari will be on the lead lap.
Yeah, so it gives us 33 on the lead lap. Wesley Parker says, "Thanks for wrecking. I need a couple more. Like 5 more after this. Tahari will be back on the lead lap."
He needs to learn a lesson, clear the top. Not really, but...
And everybody's coming in. Absolutely everybody except for our very own Rod Flag. He does not lead that lap, though.
Strategy call from Rod? Do you have a secondary fuel tank?
They done filled it up nice and good for him.
Now, I have thought of something that we should start doing.
All right.
Taking our picks to win and actually, tracking where they finish.
That's a good point.
To see who does better.
Rod Flag wants TV time. And as our boss, he gets it.
I was going to say, you weren't looking at him then.
I was not. Shame on me.
Rod, how are you feeling about the Cougar season coming up?
Here, we'll give him the...
How you feeling about college football 25?
We'll get the Michael Cozy Jr. nose treatment. Get the RODDCAR logo. Cougs logo. Cozy trying to save a little bit of fuel. You can hear him shutting the engine off. If we get some green-white checkers, yeah, there's a good shot. There's a good close-up. Got our logo on the left rear panel as well.
I know Ron's just waiting. He's going to be able to build a dynasty with the Cougars.
We'll give
You're going to bring back triple option.
Literally every possible angle of Rod Flag will get him on the TV time. Literally every single camera angle we have, he's getting it right now.
Where's the in-car cam? Where's driver cams at, huh?
Broken currently.
Oh yeah, that was actually kind of a thing, huh? You should fix it. You're better than that.
Yeah. Make it his final pit stop of the night. For fuel purposes, Scott Warren coming in right with him. 4 tires. And he's down and away. I hope that was enough TV time for you.
I don't think it was. I think he's going to try and go out there and win the thing.
It would be so cool to commentate over his win.
I want a Ron Flag interview.
That would be nice.
By the way, people are actually seeing the Aurora in Georgia. So
I'll have to go outside once this race is over.
I don't think it's that far south, but
Well, whatever. 404, now 405 once the night ends, starts for Rod Flag. With 4 career wins, 71 top 5s, 145 top 10s, an average finish of 15 exactly, 21 career poles. Can he make it win number 5? So on that caution, we lost Joe Swanson for some reason. Dahari does not get back on the lead lap due to pitting. So 31 cars on the lead lap as we're back underway. Just 14 laps to go.
ooh, Cozy, he wanted to go up there and lead that line.
He definitely wanted to be on the outside, but Parker
Oh,
White
Parker White!
into the wall several times. 4 wide, it's not going to work. Kill from Jacob Roth. Caution is out immediately, and that just never got started. So now, finally, that should put Dahari officially back on the lead lap. Joe Swanson is all of a sudden back. But let's check out what the heck happened. They didn't even make it to turn number 1. Caution is out again. So really, really bad case of checking up all over the place. So here you go. On the restart. Because he was trying to come up and clear. He's lucky he didn't get hooked. He gets back down. Check up as a result from Frisch, Perry, into Hill. Here comes Parker White. Getting a huge shove from Tucker Minner. Gets him into the wall, And that's when we turn our attention to Jacob Roth. Check up. And almost a little bit of netcode there. You can see the sparks fly off of the 27. We haven't made contact with the 010 of Tucker Minter, so that's the netcode. It's Jacob Roth down into 24 Hunter East and back up the track into Parker White. And that is that caution. Yeah, this really should make everyone good on fuel. Dahari will get back on the lead lap. Joe Swanson will go to 1 down, and Wesley Parker will go to 4 laps down. That car looks pretty good, so he just needs the cautions. We have 3 attempts at green-white checkered, so would need 2 in the next 10 laps, and then would need to wreck on the restart.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I do not either, but a couple guys further back, obviously involved in the wreck one way or another, will either top off for fuel or fix their damage or both. Or it should be 10 laps to go on the restart. Very curious to see how the end of this race plays out, because we've seen the pushes get very aggressive. We've seen a bunch of cars looking squirrely, but once it's, go for broke time, we'll see how these guys at the front that have been controlling the race, how they'll respond. Only one man out of the race, Mark Jorgensen Jr. Let's see, my pick to win. Ryan Doucette currently 28th. Every time I check on him, he's in 28th. Your pick to win, currently P1.
I am incredibly shocked to learn that Michael Cozy Jr. is leading our race.
Yeah, he can only lose spots, though, so I mean, yeah.
Or he cannot. Consider that a possibility. Man just stays there.
32 cars on the lead lap, back to AJ Green. Joe Swanson is now 1 lap down, so he would get the lucky dog anyways. Wesley Parker, look at the brake rotors on that 22. Glowing red under the lights here at Daytona. He should be 4 laps down, maybe 3, but still needs a lot of help to get back in contention for even a half-decent finish. It will be 10 laps to go on the restart. Parker White down in 25th. Doucette down in 28th. We'll see how aggressive they'll get with 10 to go. Swanson 1 down, Parker 4 down. So yeah, needs a lot of help still. If he was 3 down, I'd say yeah, he actually might get it. 4, I think he'll end up just a tad bit too short. Highest running rookie, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, running P6 here with 10 laps to go in his debut. Morgan Lilly sits 16th in their debut. Not half bad from the rookies. Pace car makes a gradual left-hand turn down pit road. Michael Cozy Jr. field in tow. Flagman gets us back underway.
Another big jump from Cozy. He's got the room this time.
But elects not to this time. Gonna trust Corey Henry's already have cars in the wall. It was Harry Tiller. Keep it straight for now. Already going 3x3 mid-pack. Back to Travis Brown, Morgan Lilly. Keep it straight for now. It's about 1/4 of a lap to get up to speed. So head off into turn number 3, shifting everywhere, top to bottom, bottom to top, everything in between. More contact made.
That 5
Jacob Dunn and Corey Henry getting together as they went off into 3. straight for now. Is that top line dominant, as it has been for most of the evening. Coming to 9 laps to go, single digits. Now it is Cozy leading that top line. We got a big shift to the bottom. And it is Tyler Gary with Travis Brown. Start to inch their way forward. If they get pretty close, then that top lane will come down, side draft them, and try and kill their momentum.
They'll do a little more than try and side draft them if they're able to get close.
Could come down and block them entirely.
Yeah.
Where the run is, that's where they'll be trying to take it. Tyler Gary almost shipped right off the front bumper of Travis Brown. Hangs on to it for now. Coming to 8 laps to go at the line. That would have been nearly a dead heat.
Yeah, Gary came in there with too much momentum. I don't think Cozy even had a chance to fake. Hey, I'm going to block.
And now they're clear. Two car lengths clear in front. Travis Brown going to come all the way up. Gary, no. It's not going to work. Around they go in front of the entire field. Right front destroyed on Tyler Gary's car. That could be curtains. And that is the huge one.
Got Mr. Mo Perry involved too. Sad.
Let's take a look here. We'll just back this up, let the sequence play out. Yeah, so Travis Brown, we'll just give him the credit that he deserves. Falkingham just lifts a tiny bit into the corner. Travis Brown just keeps it going, gets him 2 car lengths clear. He wants to make it to the top. At this moment, I mean, that is just, it's so close, but there's going to be nowhere for Travis Brown to go. Gary not clear into the wall. And Mo Perry with Jurgensmeyer, Harry Tiller, Christopher Hill. I mean, just nowhere to go. Zielinski, Tucker Benter, Frisch, Maggio, all involved. And how about this in their debut? Morgan Lilly going to sneak through the chaos. Contact there, everything's A-OK. Caution's out. Further back, all is not well for a number of drivers. Top line just crunched up. Maggio almost makes it through clean, but then collects Frisch. Mo Perry really going to have nowhere to go here. We'll go on board with him here. Sight. From the 00 of Jurgensmeyer. Air time there. Moving further back. This hill. There's nothing that top line could have done. Beautiful for Dahari, gets his caution to fix more damage. So Swanson gets back on the lead lap. Pimentel. That's odd.
What?
What happened to Pimentel there? That car just looked. Actually, he got shipped from Mendez there. And then he just misjudges this because he sees Tiller coming up. And then as he commits to the bottom is when Tiller straightens out the car. So very unfortunate there for that 44. That was a Big one. Morgan Lilly going to be leading with 4 laps to go. Yeah, lights are off, so it will be 4 laps to go on the restart. Look at Morgan Lilly, debut, Hunter East, Draft Heart 300 winner, Walkingham, Cozy, Dreiling, Clavitt, Henry, White, Dunn, Carter, your top 10. So we've broken up the Coke Series drivers a little bit. Some of the RODDCAR legends. Cozy, Falkingham going to be a formidable task for anybody. Hunter East, your big mover, plus 32. Started second to last. Runs second.
I just have to hope that Morgan Lilly knows who is behind them and the gift goose that they have.
Right.
Just sit on the nose of Michael Cozy Jr. and you're likely to get a top 5.
But Cozy, he's not gonna sit behind you for second, that's for sure. So he'll only push you so far. With all of that, Jurgensmeyer on pit road. Gary is done. Dahari is now leaving. He should be able to catch the field. It'll be very close, but I think they'll be able to do it.
The beef somewhat continues. Tyler Gary manually disconnects Scott Warren. Rip.
I'm sure he's really upset by that. So Wesley Parker 3 laps down. Jurgensmeyer, I think his right front toe link was destroyed, so effectively out of the race with that kind of repair this late. Dahari, still 1 lap down, has been trying to fix so much damage. Joe Swanson is back on the lead lap. 30 cars on the lead lap. Good news is for Wesley Parker, he'll pick up a couple of cheap spots here right at the end if he does not get the 3 cautions he needs. So, we'll see how it plays out. Green flag back in the air. We're back underway. Morgan Lilly going to stay right on the nose of Michael Cozy Jr. at least to turn number 1. We've been seeing most of the evening where guys will jump up and lead that outside line. But that inside line not really connected after the first 3.
Ooh, Hunter East there. Strong side draft, has to go up, pick the run up of Walkingham.
It's Hunter East with foot out in front, literally. Getting pushed from Falkingham. You can just see that outside line so much more connected. Cozy has no choice but to push as hard as he can. Hunter East almost shipped off the nose of Falkingham. How about Dean Clavitt there, third in the outside line? With 3 laps to go. Falkingham, what kind of move does he make on Hunter East here? James Mendez trying to look through the middle with Ryan Doucette. Hunter East going to get shipped all the way down right in front of Morgan Lilly.
Gonna go back up.
We're wrecking in the back. They're bouncing off the wall, but they stay straight for now. Dean Clavitt going to get shipped. And now he's stuck in the sucker hole, nowhere to go. That's going to break up this pack just a little bit. But he is still heading in the right direction. Better than wrecked. But this Hunter East going to have to go up and block. Hunter East controlling these lines. With 2 laps to go here at Daytona. A lot of room for Falkingham or Corey Henry, maybe even Parker White to make a move to the bottom, but nobody going to do so yet. Pack really fragmented.
Ooh, Dean Clavitt on the side of the 3 of Jacob Dunn.
Couple guys, Ryan Doucette all the way up in the wall, trying to get around Dean. Down the back straightaway, Cozy and Lilly have been consistent on the bottom. They do not have the help, though, at the moment. Need a slip up from that outside line. Falkingham trying to push himself clear, give himself some options. Hunter East trying to pick up his 2nd win of the season. Won the crown jewel of the Draft Heart 300 a couple of weeks ago.
Here comes Ryan Doucette and Tucker Minner.
Through the middle, here comes Parker White to pick that up. White flag, race is official. One more time around. Do they have enough time through the middle to get there? It's 4 cars on the top controlling this race. There goes Parker White. He's going to go top to bottom. try and build up some momentum. Doucette and Tucker Minter flying through the middle. Do they have enough time? Hunter East trying to block all lanes if needed. Corey Henry getting a run. Jaden Carter there. And we're going to wreck Doucette in front of the field. Further back, we stay green. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. It's anyone from this top lane. Bottom lane not going to be a factor. Falkingham pulling low. Contact made. Contact made. Going to be a drag race to the line. And I don't know who's going to get it. It's going to be at the line. Almost a tie. But I think Hunter East wins it.
My God!
What a finish! Who won?
It was Hunter East!
Oh my goodness! 1/1000th of a second! He gets it done! I had to pull up the iRacing manual results because I had no idea! What a finish! Oh my goodness! That is vintage RODDCAR.
That is insane!
Let's take a look at the finish. One more time. No bottom line, so Falkingham pretty much has to do it himself. Getting a great push from Corey Henry. And just as you know, we're going to turn to the bottom. A little bit of contact, get some squirrely. Not on purpose, he went below the yellow, so it should be okay. Just bounced off of him, immediately reestablished. And then we're drag racing to the line. Oh my goodness.
They really had to go and try and replicate Kansas.
I mean, come on, guys. What a treat. Let's take a look here from the far chase angle of it. It was good on Hunter East for not immediately reacting and just turning himself. He stayed disciplined, says, all right, we'll race it out mano y mano, instead of hooking himself across the nose. A little bit of net code. I mean, Rod will take a look at it. Can't pass below the yellow. But I think it's just incidental, a little bit of net code. 54 did not advance his position. But anyways, a little bit of contact, net code, whatever you want to call it. And you're thinking, oh, maybe Corey Henry's going to give him the push he needs, but the 5 going up, trying to make it too wide. And let's see if we can get this paused. Take a look at it. And yeah, that's the margin. Take as many looks at it as you, or angles at it as you want. This will be a good one. Coming to the line. Wild.
I can't believe that finish.
That was a great finish. Let's take a look at what happened coming to the checkered with Doucette and Parker White. Just a big shot there from Tucker Minter, and he kind of got stuck in the middle, squeezed out, and took Morgan Lilly with him. Unfortunate for them as they were running great. 2-car incident on the final lap means they finish 25th for Doucette, 28th for Lilly. But my, oh my. And the rest of the field kept it relatively clean. They're beating and banging 4 wide at the line. Good finishes all around. But my goodness. Hunter East. All right.
Got all 3 of them. Just let me know when.
Let's go ahead and get your race winner up in here.
Okay.
Here with your race winner, Hunter East. You started second to last tonight in the 34th position. And at the end of this thing, by 1/1000th of a second, you pick up your second win of the season.
Yeah, I usually run in the back for most of them at the start, but I decided to switch it up because I wanted to go to the front. And so it didn't work out as I planned because everyone was just wrecking. We didn't get I don't think we made it 10 plus laps. Everyone was just wrecking. I got caught up in 3 wrecks. And so, yeah, I had to use my fast repair, and then I got another wreck. But at the end of the restart, I just had to pick the top because everyone was just top dominant. And then Daniel gave me a great push all the way till turn 4. And then I had to door him a little bit. Didn't want to, but had to do what I had to do to win.
Yeah, what was the thought process on that final lap? You knew there wasn't a bottom lane in contention. What was the thought going down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 for the final time? Is he still here?
He's here.
Interesting. You got us, Hunter?
Sorry
Nope.
about that.
Good.
Disconnected. It does that a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, down the back, I just knew the bottom would just not have a run. I almost got wrecked with one push from Daniel, but then it helped me block the bottom because the bottom's coming so fast. So that helped, and then it shot back to the top. But the bottom was really not a threat at all. I just knew I just had to stay on the top to win it, and then.
Man, it just kicks him out randomly. Internet couldn't handle the photo finish. But we'll let him rejoin and give his closing thoughts, if he has any.
Welcome back.
Yep, my mic disconnected again. It's making me mad a little bit, but yeah, if I didn't hear you guys, what you guys just said there, so if you want to repeat it.
Yeah, just a thrilling finish. Did what you had to do at the end there. Protected the top, actually, which is kind of weird to say at a super speedway coming to the checkered, but able to pull off that final little side draft and gets the win by 1,000th of a second. So congratulations, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
No.
It's tragic. It's tragic. We will get there. I promise. It's okay.
This man's gonna have to type it out.
I'd like to thank my fans, my sponsors. Good stuff. Trying to give.
You're gonna have to go fund me a Hunter East headset.
Well, he got the Draft Art 300 money, and now he's got this, so maybe that'll go to the new mic fund. Give it a couple more seconds, but but I think his microphone really just doesn't like him. Maybe he yelled so Matt, like he's like, I got it, 1,000%. Maybe he just yelled and peaked the mic. But congratulations again, Hunter. Hopefully you get the mic issues sorted out. But many congratulations on a thriller, and we'll hope to see you back here next week. We'll just take care of that. I hate to do it to him. But here with your runner-up tonight, Daniel Falkingham needed a kick out on the nose, and he would have been your race winner here tonight, his second win, but comes up 1/1000th of a second short. What was the thought process on that final start and those last couple laps right around the top?
Yeah, I had a few options I wanted to do. I thought about trying to make the move into 3 and 4, but I didn't know if Corey was going to go with me or not. I was talking with him after the race, saying that he would have pushed me and would try to set me up off a 4. But I kind of wanted to try to set it up where it could be between me and Hunter, because I feel like if I made the move perfectly, I could win the race, which I did. But just unfortunately, we just kept dooring each other coming to the line, and literally that's all it took. I would have gone below the yellow line if I could, but of course it's highly against that here. So
right.
which I like. I like the rule here. So because it helped me to win the Gen 4 race a couple weeks ago. So, but yeah, I would be a little more frustrated with losing by 1,000th if I wouldn't have gotten to win already. But so it doesn't make it hurt as bad, because my luck with trying to win races as of late hasn't been so good, but we finally got one a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I mean, it sucks to lose that way when we did everything right. but just you'll have that in big time rod car racing, I guess.
Yeah, so that was almost like a vintage, throwback to the good old days. Sweet finish. Everyone actually makes it to the end, and it was a really good finish. Everyone minded their P's and Q's, and you kind of just made the move for the win. Coming out of 4, your third top 5 out of the first 6 races, with one of them being a win, so you're only 5 points off of Parker White. So definitely in a strong contention at the midway point of the season to go back-to-back potentially for championships.
Yeah, and that's all you can ask for is just putting points on the board. I know we missed last week because I was running the College Series championship race, so we unfortunately lost some points there. But yeah, I believe we got a few drop weeks too. So yeah, but that's the big thing because I feel like I'm pretty good at points racing at these kind of super speedways as long as I try to stay out of trouble. So as long as we can just keep piling on those points, and Parker just keeps having issues because Parker he had a run there coming to the line, but I guess when he tried to make a move there, he lost a lot of spots there. So. But yeah, just the big thing is just having these track position at the end of these races where you can just capitalize on good finishes. It would have been nice to get the win there because that would have been another 5 points, and I think we would have been leading the points. But at this point of the season, it's all you can ask for, especially going to doing something completely different next week. So yeah, we'll take it nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations again on a solid run, and let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, just thank you guys for putting on the show. Thanks to Rod for all he does, running the league over here. And shout out to Parker and Wesley, working with them the whole race. We think we all had a fairly decent race. Hey, for Wesley, kind of got killed there and kind of finished near the back. So, and yeah, thanks to everyone who comes out races every Friday night. I have a lot of fun with these guys. Put on a good show. Wish we had some green flag stops tonight, but you'll get that sometimes. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you back here next week.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Here with your third place finisher tonight, Corey Henry. Feel like it's been a while since we had you up in the podium interview, but always glad to see you back. Drove a really good race, qualified 4th, finished 3rd, and in contention late. What were you seeing those final couple of laps, being 3rd in line on the top?
Man, I was started up front, and I don't think I dropped out of the top 5 until the second to last restart. I had some guys take me on the outside. I started in 3rd, and I was left in no man's land. I think I fell back all the way to about 16th. And that was really the only time I got to witness the pack tonight. So it really seemed like the top was where you wanted to be. And once I did get shuffled back, I got to the wall and I just stayed there. And as guys took it down low and tried to pass some people, I just kind of filled in up top, made my way back to the front. Almost had a shot at it. I'm sure you guys caught it, but damn, I was looking at the crowd waving coming to the checkered. I don't know how I kept it and stayed in 3rd. Jaden was giving me really good pushes. It wasn't anything he did. It just one little miscue and it got me sideways, but thankfully he gave me the room to save and was able to come away with the 3rd. It was definitely a fun race. Hopefully it looked really good from the booth.
Oh, it absolutely looked fantastic on the booth. So this moves you up 11 spots in points, up to 12th. So still half the season left to go. You never know what could happen, but good to get some solid points on the board here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a while since I've got to talk to you guys. I think ever since this season started, we haven't finished well at all. Just keep getting caught up in other people's messes and one or two of my fault. So glad to turn it around, get back in the podium, get to talk to you guys after the race. Yeah, these Gen 6s, man, I really like them. They're a lot more fun than they're similar to the next gen, but there's something about it. It seems a little bit more stable. The runs aren't as tremendous and the checkups aren't as ridiculous. So it's a little bit, it's more manageable, I guess is the word to say. And it's definitely putting on a good show. Hopefully we can get some more Gen 6s next season. And yeah, we'll come out of here with the 3rd.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and look at any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, just shout out Rod as usual. We appreciate him putting it on. It's been a decade plus of coming out here every Friday night and having fun. It's always a blast. Next week is going to be it's going to be one for the ages, man. None of us, well, I'm sure some of us have dabbled in the open wheels, but as a league, we've never got on Indy before, so I think we may ballpark a few next week. So you definitely want to tune in.
Yeah, the RODDCAR Indy 500 first annual, fully. We're doing bumping, so some guys aren't going to even make the show. 33 drivers, 4-lap average. It's the Indy 500. Next Friday.
Yep, it's gonna be wild. We're used to leaning on each other and bumping into each other, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Can't do that next week. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna be ramping each other. It's gonna be
lap
I'm
3
just
and
gonna-
17 cars have cleared the grandstands.
I'm just gonna bring me a bottle of liquor and just hang on.
There you go. That's the way to do it. But looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good one next week, and we'll see you there.
Hell yeah, appreciate you guys at YJ.
Appreciate it. All right, let's see if we can get Hunter
Try him
East.
again.
Let's try him again. See if you got any shout outs or final thoughts on tonight's wild one.
Yes. All right. It should be working now. I do want to shout out Daniel for obviously pushing me all the way. And then I want to thank Cozy for not wrecking me on that last caution because I thought I was going to get right rear hooked, but he stood off of me, and I respect that all too well. And yeah, it was a good finish, good race. We'll be voting yes in the Jeff Gluck polls.
Absolutely. It should be nearly unanimous. But yeah, great race. And looking forward to next week. We're doing something entirely different, never before seen for RODDCAR. Should be a lot of fun. So we'll see you there next week.
Yep. See you guys next week. Hopefully I'm talking to y'all again.
Oh, we'll see. That'd be two crown jewels in the same season if you can get it done next week.
Yep. Hopefully.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Right.
Rayson Pimentel sitting in the waiting room. He wants to talk.
All right, Rayson Pimentel, you were sitting in the waiting room. What you Oh, the Discord joint. I love Discord. Rayson Pimentel, you finished 19th here tonight in your return to RODDCAR. What you got to say?
I would like to say a shout out to many of the people that I was in the call with, Raw Flag, Josh Bolt, and Mo Perry. We've been kind of working along together throughout the entire race. But yeah, first race back since I guess somewhere around last summer. Just got to get that little bit of rust. Was fighting up the fronts during the early stages, but got a little bit shaky in the early stages, so I had to decide to drop back just to be really safe with it, and just decided to go crunch time with 20 to go. Top 20, I could have say that we could have finished in the top 10 if all of the momentum would go our way, and but I'll be satisfied for a 19th place finish in my return.
Yeah, not the worst thing back in your return. So good to get some laps under your belt, and glad to see you back out there.
Thank you.
Yep. Here with Jacob Dunn in the 3 machine, and finished 16th in a wild one here tonight. What were you seeing in those final couple of laps?
I saw the field pulling away from me there. Dean grabbed the right rear quarter panel there on the last lap or so, and it kind of just pulled us back and killed the momentum. But definitely would have liked to seen them getting closer to me rather than farther away.
Definitely. What was it just looked like the top tonight specifically was nearly unbeatable for the entire night. Is that what you were feeling in the car?
Oh yeah, if you go to the bottom, man, the top just comes down, side drafts you, and you're killed. You couldn't go anywhere without enough help behind you. But I got a good bit of help there. Leading the bottom for a little while and could get a run. But as soon as Cozy would come down or somebody would come down and snag the air off the spoiler, it was all over.
It looked like they would let you get up to them maybe side by side. So you could actually make progress, but the second they decided to come down, they said enough is enough, and they kind of can do what they want.
Yeah, man, I wish I would have had Mark up there with me, but he got taken out pretty early. I guess he jinxed himself when you come in here last time, but definitely would have been a good help. Maybe we could have got up there and run together and kind of stayed out front.
Definitely, but very exciting finish, at least for everyone to go back and watch. It was a instant classic. And not terrible points on the board here tonight. 16th, so take what you can get sometimes when it's just, lose your drafting partner and you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. We're going to come back tomorrow, next week for the Indy 500.
Absolutely.
And it'll be exciting. I'm excited for it.
First, everyone got qualifying starting tomorrow for it, leading up till Thursday, and then we'll set the field and we'll go racing at Indy.
Yes, sir. It'll be a good experience.
Absolutely. We'll see you there next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Last but not least, James Mendez finished 12th here tonight, gained 20 spots from where he started. What were you seeing out there tonight in that 92 machine?
Well, being in the strict penalty points that I have, I've been kind of riding easy till the last 2 races. So I took it easy for a lot of the race. I thought I crossed the line 11th. I could be mistaken. Maybe it glitched out or something.
My overlay says 12th. I'll double check for you. Results. Yeah, 11th. Fair enough.
Okay. It's 1 point. I mean, but to be fair, we're in a points race still. Didn't have much action besides missing a lot of wrecks. I got in one, but I didn't really do anything in it. And then I know it clipped Rod at the end there. I think it was just us trying to converge lanes with the runs we had. And we both got back in the pack. So, I think we got a good shot at this title. Next week is going to be a bit of a challenge because I don't really run those cars at all. You guys are broadcasting that, right?
Of course.
What do you think? Who if you had to pick somebody who isn't of Coke material, and you're guessing at like 30 guys,
right?
Who do you think is going to be there?
That's the thing that we've never done it before, so I don't like. We're going to have Gabriel Dahari or I don't know, Garrett Delph's going to be an Indy Pro or something. You know what I mean? I just don't know. That's the great thing about it. I have no idea what we're going to see next Friday.
Do we have Indy specialists in our group?
I wouldn't know. At least not in our group. But who knows? I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we get somebody that joins the Discord on like Tuesday that's like, hey, Indy 500. It just shows up everybody. We never see him again.
Yeah, I know. The 92 machine will be out there until I hit a blade of grass and go crashing in the outside wall. That might be a weird race. I haven't had a RODDCAR race where you actually have to race for it.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. Something we've never done before, so it should be good.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, appreciate the time as always, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright, Art is away, so I'll just recap, give my final thoughts. We'll get the race results up on the screen. Simply put, that was an incredible race. The only thing we didn't have was green flag pit stops, but the racing was good, about 10-15 laps at a time. And a literal 1/1000th of a second separating your winner from second place. You look here, we got 18 cars within a second of each other. Probably even more than that. Let's go back to the next tab here. Yep, we got 22 cars within 1 second of each other, and then a couple guys getting caught up to stuff right at the end. Morgan Lilly in their debut, leading with 4 to go, ends up 28th, undeserved. Hate it for him. And the race of attrition claimed Gabriel Dahari, Wesley Parker, Tyler Gary, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, and Mark Jorgensen Jr. here this evening. Next Friday night, it is the first ever RODDCAR Indy 500. 4 laps average qualifying throughout tomorrow through Thursday to set the field of 33. Traditional bump day rules apply. 33 fastest make it. And yeah, looking forward to that one. That's going to be a full-fledged Indy 500. Looking forward to that one next Monday night. Xfinity Racing Series heads to the Indy Oval, so we actually got a lot of Indy on the schedule. And the next Tuesday night, the LSRL Xfinity Series heads to Watkins Glen, I believe, for their one and only league-mandated right turns. Yes, so we got this upcoming Monday, Indy Oval. In the next gens for Xfinity Racing Series this upcoming Tuesday, LSRL Xfinity Series at Watkins Glen, and then next Friday, the RODDCAR Indy 500. So got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Be sure to follow to not miss a second of the on-track action, and we'll see you Monday night, 8:30 Eastern. Y'all take care and have a great weekend. Congratulations again to Hunter East.